This ice cream is so good.
Yes, it is.
You know what I really want to talk about today, and I know they're going to be mad at me when we start talking about it.
What's that? I already got a feeling. I know we've been talking about it all day.
Why do we black folks treat each other so bad when it comes down to business, or even come together and just try to think about doing something together? We got to be so negative towards one another, treat each other bad, take a lot of time out to scandalize one another, you know, but we go patronize everybody else but our own. You know, we go patronize the one that hang us, beat us, talk so bad to us, don't like us. Why do we do that? I mean, I just want to know, why do we do that?
I don't know. I just know our ancestors, the ones who've gone before us, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Maya Angelou, everybody else like that, I know they would have a fit. They did all that for us to end up like this. They fought for our freedom. We have freedom. But back then, they all stuck together, no matter what. They don't do that now. They don't know how to do it unless a tragedy happens and somebody is killed or the police shoot somebody. Then they all want to come together, and they'll come together for just about a matter of 2 weeks. And then when it dies down, they go back to being the same hateful way they were.
Seems like everybody call it going back to normal, huh?
Normal is not. But I know one thing, if they had God in their heart, or they were God-fearing people, they wouldn't be doing the things that they do or treating each other that way.
I thought this was a subject to talk about because I'm so tired of just seeing black folk walking around here with all these old frowns on their face like it's gonna fix something. It ain't gonna fix nothing.
No, it won't fix a thing, and it doesn't hurt when a black person goes by and they speak to you, speak back. You speak to your own people and they just look at you and keep on walking like you didn't say anything.
I'm not the one did nothing to you. I ain't the one did whatever it is on your mind. I ain't did nothing to you. I'm sorry, whatever you got going on, you need to get on your knees and you need to pray. You need to ask God to come into your life and be in your heart and change the way you think. Whatever your problem is, you need some type of prayer. Every time I look up, they want to find solutions. You know, all because they didn't get the attention that they need when they got up out of slavery. Hell, white folks was in slavery before we was.
Well, all I gotta say is, and what I've said before, this is God's world. Psalms 24 will tell you that. And you don't know when he'll come back. He can do what he wants to when he gets ready. He can come down here just to see what's going on, or to see how you would treat him as a stranger. So you don't know who you're entertaining. You may be entertaining an angel. So the best thing to do is to treat people the way you want to be treated. That's my other motto. But not everybody does that.
Well, I'm not a racist person, you know, and I try not to be, you know, and that's not my thing. You know, but I just wonder why. Just why do we treat each other like we do? I mean, every time you look up, we just treating each other like we just ain't about nothing. You know, and we got a whole lot of knowledge. We know how to do a whole lot of things. But I just wonder, why do we treat each other? Why we don't patronize one another? Just why? I mean, can anybody subscribe, or can anybody leave a comment or something? Just tell me why.
Oh, they'll patronize you, but they want you to give it to them for less than what you charge it. But they'll go up in Walmart, like you said, or in these bazaars, won't question a thing and just pay for whatever it is. But when it comes to patronizing the black business, which I know a lot of times they'll say that, you know, and I've said it myself, that a lot of times they don't do it because they think the blacks try to get over them. There are some good ones, a lot of good ones, and they outweigh the bad black businesses who really are probably just actually trying to get over on you, or it may be a scam. But you have a lot of good black businesses that we need to start patronizing. Start doing it for ourselves. Start giving back, pay it forward too. You know, if somebody does something for you, pay it forward to the next black business. But we got to start patronizing ourselves. That's what everybody else does.
then you know what gets me, you know, when you do business with, I ain't gonna say all of us like that, but when you do business with, you know, the same race, you know, it's like they ain't on time. They don't open shop up like they said they open shop up. They just do your stuff any kind of way and give it to you. I'm not saying all of them, all of them is not like that, but I'm just saying the ones that I've dealt with, you know, they do your stuff any kind of way, just, you know, and then when they do want to do business with, they won't tell you how to run your business, and I just don't understand. They don't do Mr. Walmart like that. They don't do 7-Eleven like that. They don't do none of them other stores like that. You know, they just, I mean, I'm just not trying to, I'm just trying to figure out what is wrong with you. What is wrong with you?
I don't know what to tell you. You know, it saddens my heart at times. Because, you know, we don't have to be like that. I can remember when I was a kid, we weren't like that. You know, well, and that's not too far from the civil rights movement and Martin Luther King and all that anyway. But where did we go wrong? Where did we get to where we think we don't have to speak to each other and also have all these gangs and stuff like that? And then we different black gangs, and then they not, you know, we are a race of people. You know, we're not supposed to be grouped out. You grouping off into gangs and having all these different gangs and being against the other black people is no different than the white folks grouping us off in the slave plantations. Move forward. Don't go backwards.
And why do we always hold stuff on our heart for years and years? I don't understand it. I mean, just on your heart for years and years. You might well get it off your heart. Don't take it to your grave. And look, I'm not trying to put nobody down, but I'm just telling you, I'm 55. I'm 2 nickels. And since I've been here, I ain't seen nothing but what I'm talking about. It ain't nothing but the truth. I know y'all gonna throw me up on the bus. You ain't gonna like me. I don't care. I'm gonna tell the truth just as it is, unadulterated, you know, because it's the truth. I just wanna know why. Why do we have to do each other like that? Why come we can't love one another? Why come we can't trust one another? Why? I just wanna know why.
Well, it's the truth. And if somebody gets mad and they feel like they hurt or it convicts you, then you know it's the truth. You know, where did we go wrong? When did we stop to be for each other, be around each other? I remember when I was a kid, you could go through the neighborhood just wave at whoever was on the porch and they gonna wave back. You do that now, they look at you like, who are you? You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's hurtful.
We act like we owe each other something. Brother, I don't owe you nothing. I ain't took nothing from you. I ain't trying to take nothing from you. Only thing I'm trying to do is get you to understand and realize what is wrong with love. What's all the hate in your heart against one another for? That's the only thing I'm trying to realize. I just want to know why. Why?
Or you
act
could,
nonchalant,
yeah.
too good.
Why we have frowns on our
And some
face?
of them don't even act like they too good. They just don't. We don't stick together. You know how the Hispanics stick together and they live together.
And it's funny because I was having this conversation at my cousin's barbershop and I was watching a video the other day how black dudes interviewed talking about how, you know, how Mexicans, they go out and date Mexicans.
Right.
And in the interview he was talking about how black people, how he didn't like how black people was dating white women or something because
once they get the status, that's what they do.
Yeah, and how he's talking about black people just don't stick together, as in we're not nowadays not brought up to date our own kind.
Right.
Our own, you know.
You're right.
Nowadays, just, you know, they come out with a white girl and it's no problem.
Yeah, it is, and that's what they do. I mean, but you can be out here and you can be on the side of the road and they'll look at you and keep on going and won't help you. I mean, I don't understand it. These Hispanic people, they stick together. They gonna help each other whether they know them or not.
Yeah.
Black people don't do
You
that.
see like a lot of Mexicans, you see they like
Just like
they close. They're nothing but family to them.
that's it.
You always see a Mexican with a Mexican.
But see, we don't do that, and it's like Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and everybody that did what they did for us to be where we are would have a fit at the way we treat each other.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, like I was saying earlier, you could go down the street, somebody on their porch, and they gonna wave, and you gonna wave at them.
Now
Then you
they
pass a
just-
black
Now
person.
they
porch.
just stare now. It's like, who is
That's
that?
it. Like that's what I said.
Who is that? Or what they doing? Or
That's exactly what I said.
yeah, we used to have this conversation the other day. How we just our own kind just.
We got to find a way to
all
do
messed
this
up.
and
It's all
come
messed
together.
up.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah, it's hard to explain, but it's like, why? Like you said, why? What does it hurt you to speak to me, shake my hand, or even patronize the business that I have? What does it hurt?
Seems like we can get more farther. You know, if we start treating each other with respect, trust one another, do business with one another. You know, I just can't understand it. I just don't. I mean, would somebody comment and just tell me why?
Well, it goes back to what I said earlier, and I'm a firm believer in this. If you're a God-fearing person, if you're a Christian, you don't treat people like that. So it makes me wonder, we got a lot of work to do as far as souls to be saved, because you can't be God-fearing and treat people the way you do. Calling it like I see it.
Jesus didn't see no color.
No, he didn't. He didn't. And, and right at this point, it's not even about color of different people. It's about the one color. Why blacks do each other like that?
This is a subject that I would like to know why. Why do we treat each other with all of the disrespect? And you wonder why a lot of people or the police runs around killing us, because we kill each other. We get out here, we kill each other. It's all right for us to kill each other. As soon as the police do it, now we want to jump down and we want to bust his head, or we want to turn around and we want to talk bad about the police. But you got that on every job you go. It don't even have to be the police. You got it on every job you go. No, it's not all right for us to kill one another.
Well, I'm like this. I can get on the bus, I can walk down the street, I can see two Hispanic people interact. They'll get on the bus, sit next to that person and start talking to that person like they've known them all their life and they've never known them. You can walk in the store, if one of them needs some help or something, they're helping each other. You walk in the store and sometimes you ask the black person to help you do something, they look at you like you're crazy. Same way with the white people, look at them. And this is the worst example of all. They stick together, they all stick. The ones who voted for Trump know he wrong and they still sticking with him.
Ain't that something? One thing I can say about the Latinos and the Hispanic people, when you see them, you see their whole family, because all of them stick together just like that.
Yeah, and it's not, you see the whole family and it'd be 2 or 3 of the families. They stick together. They're going to help each other. They can live under one roof, which is something we cannot do. We cannot live 2 or 3 families on the roof. It would be nice, it would be helpful, and then it would help everybody get on their feet and get the houses they want, the cars they want, and they do it like that. But we can't do that.
Well, I wish that we all can just come together and just get along, just love one another, and we'll get treated a lot different. The police won't be killing us. They killing us because we killing each other. They ain't doing nothing but helping something that we already doing. Ku Klux Klan then got to the point where they thanking us for killing one another. When we can just simply come together, if we come together and respect one another and treat each other with respect, we wouldn't have all of these problems. That's what I believe.
All I have to say is I'm telling the truth and I'm shaming the devil. The truth hurts, do something about it.
I feel like if we don't tell the truth, then whoever's looking at this won't even think to themselves and try to change what they do towards one another. Peace. Comment. Leave a comment. Help me understand my brother and sisters.
Peace. Let us know.